Web3 TV.
Hello and welcome to Web3 TV. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and today we're at a special networking event, the AI After Hours, sponsored by Hero.io. And joining me right now is Vatsal Raina, CTO of Apta. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me on here.
And you're one of the speakers here today, and you have a very interesting company when it comes to AI. You're kind of spearheading the next phase of AI. So can you first tell me a little bit more about Apta and what you guys are doing?
Sure. So to be brief, Apta itself is a spin-out from the University of Cambridge. And what we focus on is building what we call domain-specific co-pilots. So what that really means is we take a specific domain, for example, decentralized finance, and build a tool for that where any user can use natural language to get deep analytics from the system. So kind of like a ChatGPT for crypto, but far, far more than that.
I feel like it's more kind of an AI consultant. Once you have this type of AI service, you don't really need a consultant, do you?
Yeah, so I guess that's one good way of viewing it, but I think it goes beyond that as well, because besides asking complex analytics, it becomes a simple access point for very simple queries as well. Like just simple information about the price of information, market cap, about influencers, and then you go to the second layer about the analytics as well. So it's really all about kind of democratizing access of information to everyone in that specific domain.
And you were one of the speakers here today, and you're also working with Hero.io. So can you tell me a little bit more about what you were speaking about and also what you're doing with Hero.io?
Sure. So the way it kind of works at Apta, as we build domain-specific co-pilots, we partnered with Hero in the crypto domain. So the domain we're focusing now is a crypto domain. So we collaborate with Hero to build our first product that we've called Satoshi. So Satoshi is kind of this one point of access for all your crypto needs. So the ChatGPT for crypto is Satoshi.
So interesting. So in your opinion, what purpose does AI give crypto?
So for the specific application for Satoshi, what I think it achieves is that previously, unfortunately, crypto's been kind of marred and infamous for having misinformation, scams, lots of charlatans. And by having AI in this space, it's enabled us to build a tool which kind of helps alleviate misinformation in the space. It really means people can access true, accurate information rather than relying on what someone says in a random Telegram group. So, and beyond that, some people historically might have had some skill sets like programming skills, financial skills, which gave them some advantage compared to others of how to research in the area and know what might be good investments. We want to kind of open that, gates to everyone, so anyone can access this information very easily.
So it kind of filters out the noise.
Yeah, that's one really good way of putting it.
And when it comes to AI, you're this expert when it comes to AI. So we're really excited to talk to you. I want to know a little bit more. What do you think is the next wave of AI, or where are we headed? Any specific trends?
So I think 2024 was all about something called retrieval augmented generation, which augmented large language models. 2025 seems to be all about what we call agentic flow, where LLMs interact with specific agents to be able to do more complex operations. What I see going beyond this is something which is starting to be introduced on lots of different systems, known as something called like MCP. And what this enables is a standard for which LLMs can communicate with external tools. And if a standard is established, this will enable a lot of developers to build their own bespoke agents, which can interact with known mothership of LLMs, for example. So this standardization will really allow scaling of agents in a more feasible manner.
So you can technically build your own AI tool yourself.
Yeah, so it enables anyone to go and build an AI tool and then interface it with, for example, like ChatGPT, which can then access their person's tool and allow any user of ChatGPT to also access that person's tool very easily, because the standard protocol has been defined of how the LLM talks to that agent.
Interesting. And how does, Apta they have agentic flow, how would that integrate within that?
So this whole concept of MCP has been defined in the generic AI community. And what we are building is this crypto-specific copilot, where we have basically so far got our LLM, which interacts with only our agents so far. What we want to do is allow other builders to build their own crypto AI agents as well. And then our tool can talk to those crypto AI agents as well, giving us access to their, AI as well as their data. This is particularly important in the crypto space because a lot of people aren't really very comfortable with giving their data to us necessarily. but they still want to benefit from our system and give access to those users. So this really is, I guess, the method with which this can be achieved.
It's kind of like the Airbnb of data.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it.
Well, if anyone wants to learn more about Apta, how can they find you?
So Apta you can find on aptaai.com. To find out about a product, which I really encourage everyone to go and try, you can just download the app on iOS or Android by just searching Satoshi in the App Store, or you can just try it on the web application version by typing in aichat.satoshi.ai. And we love feedback, good or bad. It'll help improve our product.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it was great to be on here. Thank you for having me.
And I'll be bringing you more interviews. My name is Lisa Amnegard, and you're watching Web3 TV.